Facebook. So hello, welcome to the stream. So you can watch this stream live on my YouTube channel on Thursdays at 8:30 p.m. and on Sunday at 10:00 a.m. That's the second and the fourth Sunday of the month. But I'm not always live on here, so you have to check my website or my Facebook page to make sure that I am doing live streams. So I do the introduction and then you can ask questions, and you ask questions through Skype, and my Skype is Rebekah Maroon. So feel free to send a friend request now, and then I can accept you. So you can ask questions during the live stream. And that's it really. It's very simple. Very simple. So this message is the best message you're going to hear. This message of non-duality. This message of waking up from the dream of separation, from the dream of you being a separate person. It's the best message anyone can ever hear. And I feel reminded of that this afternoon, speaking to somebody who isn't aware of this message at all. They have their own religion and belief. And it really shocked me to talk to somebody, just about religion, about, that. Like you don't realize how much you've grown, how much you've learnt in your journey. You don't realize how you used to see things and how you used to think until you meet someone who is not interested in this subject of waking up. So I feel like this waking up, it changes relationships. It changes. Like there's no way of relating in the same way I may have related or may have behaved. So what is this talking about, this waking up? It's a complete change. It's a total change from being someone in time, from being a story in time, from that being the reality, that being who you are, this description, this story of who you are, the story of what's happened to you or what you've experienced or what you're wanting to move towards. It's a total changeover. A total different way of relating. A different way of living. A different way of being. And yet at the same time, there's still that quality, that flavour of that character. There's still the tendencies of that character, but it's no longer held within a border, a limit. That's no longer an entity being held onto. So as um as this sense of separation, when that's appearing in the human, there's a deep longing to find home. Whether the person's aware of it or not, they may think they want other things. They may think they want to arrive at their, ideal career, or they want to arrive at getting married or having a family, whatever it is. But ultimately, deep beneath that, there's a longing to go home, a longing for freedom, a longing for love, true collapsing of who they believe they are. A deep longing. And society offers all these other things. So maybe you want fame or these other achievements, but ultimately they aren't what is really wanted. Home is wanted, rest is wanted, completion is wanted. The end of this suffering this suffering dream of someone. The end of being limited and contained. And this message, I feel, is the invitation. So when there's a hearing of this message, whether it be for whichever speaker or whichever path you hear it from, it's an invitation. You've been longing to go home, and then it appears a teacher or a guru or whatever it is, a retreat or a book or a YouTube video, whatever it is, appears. And there's a resonance with that, a feeling with that. That what is being spoken about is beyond you, beyond that idea of you. It's bigger. And the desire is to melt into that, to dissolve into that. And that's the longing, to dissolve into this moment, into what is happening. So there is no body experiencing what is happening. There is just fully what is happening. That's the longing. Is to go home. Is to be free. Is to be complete and whole. And that home is here. It's what is happening. We have these ideas of ever after. There's a God in heaven or in the sky, or some, so we have these ideas given to us, passed on, these ideas of what it is we want in time, in the future. This idea of moving through time to this point of arriving, that we are a real entity in time. We can only actually appear as an idea in time. Here, there's no one. This idea of who we are can only appear as an imagination, as an idea, as a thought. Right here as this, there is nobody. There is life. So if this is all there is, what is happening, this must be all there is, what is happening. And the funny thing is that this would sound really far out for someone who's not heard of this message before. It would sound really like far out and what, like crazy, but this is the actual experience. This is right here. This is right here. And this is what happens in humans. This hypnotism happens, this mental hypnotism, this dream. Identification with the mental ability to imagine, to abstract. I don't know why that happens in humans. Maybe our brain is just so, because we can abstract and we can imagine, maybe it just got stronger and stronger. I mean, you could say it's a creative thing, how we can do that, how the brain can do that. We got lost in the creativity of it. But that's what happened. So this isn't a message then about you, this you getting somewhere. So this you working through stuff and then arriving somewhere, reaching anything. This isn't about an attainment, a personal attainment. we're used to that kind of thing, that kind of teaching where you are being spoken to as a person and you're being told you can arrive or reach something, and this is how you get there, this is how you reach this thing you're going to arrive at. And so if that's the normal way of communicating in our society, that's the way our brains set up. I am on a project, I'm working through time to get somewhere, then it'll be the same way it interprets what it hears here. It will interpret it as something for me. I'm someone, I'm listening, I'm going to then use this material information to get somewhere, to have something. You'll project that this body is someone and she has something, and therefore you in this other body can also arrive and have something. But that isn't what is being spoken about here. This is more pointing to the direct experience of what is happening, that this is it. What is being looked for and seeked for is this experience, what is happening, the sensations that are happening, the feelings that are happening, the thoughts, the sound, the sights, whatever it is, what is happening. This is it. The idea of you is an idea appearing. It's an idea appearing. This is home. This is home. What is happening? This is such a magical thing. It's such a magical creative thing. I felt really grateful today, really grateful that non-duality happened here, it appeared here. Hearing that person speak to me today, it really like surprised me. Yeah. I remember at one part on the path, like not regretting it, but feeling really a bit angry and a bit like just couldn't believe it. I spent so many years on this path, and other people my age had got, good jobs at that point and had worked on getting a life together, and I was like unemployed and just had nothing. I felt like I had nothing. I was just interested in going to retreats and books and this spiritual waking up stuff. I felt like I'd wasted all these years on this subject. And then the fear kicked in and I scrambled to make a life, have kids, and try to make something out of it after so-called wasting my time on this spiritual path. It's not a waste of time at all. It's not a waste of time. So funny when you look back and you kind of remember parts of the story of what happened. And I just feel so fortunate that was planted in me, that seed to find truth, to that suffering was planted there. Okay, I'm just blabbering on about myself now. So, if you have any questions, then you can ask them on Skype. Let me go on Skype for a start. That would help. My phone is Charging. Oh, I've got another theme park day tomorrow. Yay! Oh, I really enjoy theme parks. They really make me smile. Just so exciting. Okay. With Skype. So I'm online on Skype. What's alive isn't limited to any particular thing. What's alive is everything. You are everything. You're not simply a character or a story, or an idea, or a body. You can't be. Look how it changes. How the forms change constantly. Devon, add you on Skype, yes. heaven. Hi. Hi, Brian. Was your seeking phase in life necessary? I wouldn't say it was necessary or not necessary. It's just what happened. It's just what happened. I can't say any more than that, really. It's just what happened. Necessary or not implies it was necessary, it had to be there, appear, to arrive at something or something to happen. And I can't look at it like that. I can't look at it like that. I can't like step back and see that had to happen to lead to this in time. I can't look at it like that. It's just what seemed to happen. There was a seeking, there was a longing to be free, to I wouldn't even have known that language to say I want to be free. I remember saying I wanted to go home, this sense of going home, that the painfulness of trying to get there, trying to find home in relationships or in acquiring or in time, basically, in things, in form. It's just what happened. Why are you asking that? Is it necessary? Maybe it's relaxing to think that way. It's necessary, and therefore it's relaxing, like everything's okay, it's all working out. And it is okay. Everything is okay. Nothing can be out of place. It is relaxing to see that this is all just happening, that thoughts are just appearing, ideas to move or not move are appearing. It is relaxing. Thank you, Brian. Okay. So there's no more Brian's writing. You made it sound that others were achieving in life and you were not during the seeking years, but it kind of paid off in the end. Yeah. Would I say it paid off? Yeah. Yeah. I would say being drawn to non-duality was the best thing that's ever happened. That's what I would say. Being interested in the books, in the talks, in the retreats was the best thing that ever happened. That happened, that appeared. That appearing of the teachers and the stuff. It was, yeah. I would say the experience is a lot better than it was before I heard non-duality. So it seemed as if other people my age, it seemed as if they were, higher up, maybe on the corporate ladder or whatever career they were interested in. It seemed as if I was supposed to have all this stuff at this point. Supposed to have I should have, had kids. I should have had a house and a car and be working in a full-time great job, traveling. All these things we're told are the point to life. But I was in my little flat on benefits, reading and watching teachers on YouTube and going to retreats and things. I'm not sure what you're asking there. What are you asking? I'll definitely say it paid off in the end. Yeah. Yeah. Not because this dream person achieved or got anything. Not at all because of that. But because there was this freedom there the whole time that was being pointed to. And there are some speakers who say they never got into the whole subject. It just happened without that, which is fair enough. I can't speak for all humans, but in this experience, non-duality was heard. Spirituality was heard. So who knows? Who knows? The point is, you aren't something in time. You aren't listening to these words. You aren't sitting there on a seat looking at a screen. You aren't moving your hands. Life is happening. And the discovery of this The discovery of this, I would say, is priceless. It's priceless. You could have a mansion, 2 mansions, you could have a jet parked up front, you could have all the riches in the bank and all sorts of things, be famous, have all these things and objects, and be suffering and seeking to find home. Because those things are temporary experiences, temporary pleasures, and they won't eradicate that sense of incompleteness. So this is priceless. You can't buy this. You can't buy what you truly are. It's free, it's being. Okay, so there's no more questions coming in, so hang on. The seeker in me is desperate to end seeking. Well, the seeker and me are the same thing. There isn't two. The seeker in me is desperate to end seeking. Like, is that true? Is that true? Is the seeker and is the me true? Are these two real entities? Is the idea really true? The one who knows that, is it really true? Or is it appearing and disappearing? Desperate to find freedom, but what is already here? What is already here, being rejected? You want something else. What's wrong with here? And what is happening? That desperation happening. What's wrong with that? That burning feeling. That discomfort. That need to get away from what is happening. Why can't that be allowed? Why is that not enough? Why is the idea of something else, freedom, better than what is happening? This is it. This is it. Not projections, but better. And this is the sinking that happens back into the experience, the dissolving of you, and there being this. Thank you, Brian, for your questions. It makes it different when somebody interacts. There's interaction that happens. It's really makes it, I don't know, more interactive, I guess. So I'm back on Sunday for the live stream at 10. Yeah, I'm here on Sunday. Did I have plans? I can't remember if I had plans or not. I don't think I did. So yeah, at 10 a.m. I should be here on this Sunday, so you can join me then on YouTube. Please subscribe and like the video to support the channel, and have a good weekend. I'll see you Sunday. Bye.